guys. I hope we're all okay. How's everyone been? I've missed yous. So we're here to do some free readings and have a bit of a chill. Let me know if you can all hear me okay, because my internet was being dodgy the last time I went live on this computer. It's been very annoying indeed. Hi everyone, I'm going to say hello to you in 1 second. I need all the cold water we're doing. And I muted myself. Everything okay? Okay, let's say hello to everyone. So, hello to James. Hello to Karen. Hello to Hen. Hello, Cherry, my love. Hello, Eco, darling. Hello to KK. Hello to Kirsty. Hello, Smoke Shoes, love. Hi, Liz, darling. I don't know if I've forgotten anybody. Hello, everybody. You may notice, I don't know if they will or not, some of my moderators from my TikTok, I've invited them to come and chill with us as well tonight. So you may see them coming in as well in a little bit. Yes, it's lovely to see our little online family. It definitely is. How have we all been doing? Have we all been alright? Do you like our new little mascot for the live? Went for a meal with the kids this afternoon, and there's like one of the machines where you've got to put £1 in it, £1 coin, and you win a toy every time. So they had a go, and then I had a go and I won a little pig, so I called it Wilma. Wilbur, I mean. Oh no, there's no battle between TikTok and YouTube. My YouTube moderators and my TikTok moderators are just as beautiful, just as lovely. You know what, guys, right? My moderators that I have on there, obviously I've only just met them, and they've been really looking after me as well, as much as you guys do. They've been keeping me in good hands, they have. Because there's been people that, like, try and take the mick, because I'm quiet and a bit shy. And, they've been having me back and looking after me the same way you do. And, it's, I feel blessed that wherever I've been on whichever community, whether it's YouTube or TikTok, I've managed to find good people to have me back. I know he was playing Hen. I know he was. I just can't wait for you guys to meet them. If anyone does have TikTok or would fancy coming to watch the TikTok lives, just follow me on there. It's the same name, KEELEYTALKS. And we have quite a nice live, and it's just like this one, It's a bit faster though, and there is a few idiots that do come through the chat. So it's good to have as many moderators as you can. I've only got, I think, about 7 at the moment. So it's good to have one on there. I'm never quiet, chat. Well, for instance, like, you can be a member on here and you can choose to be a member. If somebody becomes a member, as a thank you, I like to try and give them a reading or some, like, I don't ever expect donations or people to become a member, but if they do, and it's safe, it's like a biggish donation or they become a member, I like to say thank you and give them a reading. Apart from that, they're all free readings out there, give everyone a chance. But on the TikTok, there's this lady who became a subscriber like last week or a few days ago, and I gave her a reading as a thank you. And now every time I'm live, she's like, I'm a subscriber, give me a reading, like trying to tell me up to date. And I always feel a bit awkward, like when I'm live. And whilst I've been live, my moderators, I've been in the chat in the background, telling me, don't fake it, Keely, so they've been having me back, which is good. So guys, we always start off with a spiritual AF card, don't we? Where's the packet? They're like the Rebel deck. And it's just for us to get a little bit of sassy guidance before we start our readings. And this one here says, it's up to you to find beauty in the ugliest of days. And on the back here it says, everyone survives some super shitty days, but even when it comes to those crappiest of crap days, if you look back, you can pretty much always find something beautiful. Maybe someone was unexpectedly kind to you, or for a split second, the startling gold sunset made you forget your life was crumbling, or perhaps there were donuts with sprinkles at your first AA meeting. The trick is to train yourself to spot the beauty in that very moment, aka real time. It makes the ugly days a little less ugly. Hey Sam. Sam, are you do I know you from somewhere? Are you one of my moderators on Finger? I get confused with names. I don't know. But hello everybody who's coming. So guys, the way that these streams work is that if you'd like a reading, you need to put one in the chat. We have no demands and no commands. I know that none of the people who are my little family in here don't do that. But for people who just come in like, give me a reading, you know. Okay, Sam darling. So yeah, if you'd like a reading, put number 1 in the chat. Okay, let's see who we're drawn to. The bossy ones can jog right exactly, Trevor. And that saying, no demands, no commands, comes from my friend Bill, who you've all heard me talk about loads before. He was like a dad and he was like a spiritual teacher to me. And he used to say to me, Keela, don't have no one be giving you no demands, no commands. Cement shoes down. Do you want to put your question in the chat, my love? We'll just have a nice chill stream. Guys, I want to start getting in a routine of a certain day on the YouTubes to go live. So, we might do it this time on a Wednesday, if that's okay for everyone, 9:30. Because when I used to do it at 10:30, I used to not come off till gone 12 o'clock, and it was just a bit too much. Do you know what I mean? So, on a weekday, that is. So that's why, we can do it at 9:30 on Wednesday. Just let me know, guys. Looking for those minority report psychics. What do you mean, KO, darling? Okay, cement shoes, lovely. I'll get some cards for you. We're here just to have a nice chill stream. Yeah, and oh, there's one of my lovely TikTok mods, Laura. Laura, welcome to YouTube, darling. Let me just go on the phone to add you as a moderator on here as well. Let me just turn it down. Laura's lovely, guys, by the way. She's been having me back on the TikTok, she has. We just put it as a subscribe thing, Laura, because sometimes you get idiots coming through when you don't, just being really passive aggressive or just really plain rude. And I wish there was that option on TikTok, because it means that they have to wait for a minute, just to type. They have to wait for just 1 minute. Right, okay, cement shoes, darling. You've got the Queen of Pentacles. You've got the Sun card. Hi, Kirsten. And you've got the Ten of Pentacles. Kirsten, are you from TikTok as well, love? Just let me know. TikTok and YouTube is equally the dark side of the internet, I'd say. Okay, Kirsten, you're welcome, darling. I've put you as the moderator as well. As you can see, there's a lot of mods on it. It's because all these people have been with me for years, haven't you guys, in the chat. You know what it's like, Laura? We get it on TikTok, don't we? Sorry to mention, I'll get to your reading, I promise. But on TikTok, you get all the idiots coming in and you're constantly having to mute them. But on the YouTube, when you make it subscribe for 1 minute, which is free to subscribe, they have to wait to type. And some of them actually do that still. Some idiots do still wait to actually physically type some sort of profanities. Okay, darling, Cemeteries. With the Queen of Pentacles coming in first and foremost, this is talking about where, I want to say this is something going on within your physical life. Obviously, you said it's a situation that's going on, so obviously it's in your physical life. But this is also something that I want to say is possibly affecting the finances a little bit, or there's some concern around something to do with finances. We're really like putting all our concentration in it, and I feel like it's like playing a board of chess. We're having to play our hand very carefully. I don't know much about the rules of chess, so to say, but I feel like that we're having to make very careful moves, lovely. Let me see if I can move this camera down. Yeah, I feel like I'm lost in the comment section. I feel like that this situation is something where we're not supposed to make quick, decisive moves, where we're not supposed to just rush in. I feel like that, obviously you're a very manly, you're a man, obviously you're a manly person, but this is talking about connecting. We all have feminine and masculine energy. This is talking about the need to be connecting to the feminine energy at the moment. There's Vlad as well, my lovely mod from TikTok as well, guys. Vlad's lovely, guys, by the way. Okay, I did it. Vlad is very, very lovely, looking after us on the TikToks. Down with the overlap. Oh gosh. Cement shoes, darling. I feel like that this situation that you are going through, I feel like I said, we're not supposed to rush. You want to talk about connecting to the feminine energies into things. I mean, like how more feminine characteristics would be very cautious and careful the way that they're planning things, and I feel like that we are needing a second-handed advice. But so be careful where we get that advice from, because there is people that may try to misguide us and try to push us in a different direction that we're not supposed to be going down. We've got the Sun card, and I feel like that this situation feels very new to you. I know, I do, Hen, I do get distracted. You know what happened last night? When we was live, me TikTok mods, they were typing in, like I got a group chat, and they were typing in the TikTok mod group chat, and it was popping up at the top of the phone, and on TikTok you're live on your phone, you see. And when I was giving someone quite an emotional reading, I kept laughing at the things that were coming up, and it was really funny. And they was like, "Oh, mute us," but I couldn't mute it because, like, when the chat was coming up, it was coming up like the thing there. Oh, there's my babies. It was coming up like the notification across the screen when I was live, which was funny. But sorry, Simon, she's still running. I feel like that with the Sun, though, I feel like that everything's going to work out all right with this. Yes, it is feeling a bit like we're going through the test. Really, mister? Ow. We're going through the test at the moment. We're going through that period of uncertainty, but everything is going to work out. You just need to plan everything really carefully. And you need to dotting the I's and crossing the T's. But don't forget to be taking them mental breaks as well. Like I was saying, everything's going to work out. Obviously, this is a plan. I feel like that we're wanting to. Is Gary here? I can't see him. Is Gary in the chat, guys? I can't see Gary. I feel like that everything is going to be working out for Summer and Shoes, okay? We are going to be feeling that, like, everything is going to be coming together. I feel like that it's going to be taking a little bit of time, though. I want to be taking you to the midsummer next year. Obviously, everything can change. Oh, it's because Cherry put poor guy. Oh, I get now what Cherry. Cherry, I need you on the TikToks. I do, Cherry, because you always make me laugh. I need you on the TikTok streams as well. I've only just got what she meant. It was very mild for Cherry. She's normally very spicy. But everything's going to be working out, and then obviously everything can change, as you know. Nothing is set in stone with the tarot. It's all down to cause and effect, and things can physically change within our lives. But like I said, I feel like there's this very need to make cautious movements at the moment. Where's my rebel deck gone? It's hiding. It's hiding from me. I don't like it. One of the kids taking it. Where are you going, mister? Oh, I've lost my rebel deck. Lost my rebel deck. I'm not happy about it. Now we're destroying the kitchen from brush around. You know what? I'm going to... Maybe you're not supposed to have a rebel deck. Cement shoes. I can't find it. We'll get you an oracle card. We'll get you an oracle card as well. But they're very much the opposite of the rebel deck. The third card, the actual meaning of the third card is things working out, things coming together. It means contentment in the physical things within our life. Cement shoes, darling. So it is a good card to have, especially when we're worrying about the way things are going to work out. Hen, the filth of it. We'll get some entries. I got another code card. Okay. Some entries, love. You got the trapped in fear card. I feel like with this coming out, I feel like that at the moment we're scared of what move to make next, because we feel like that it's at a very delicate stage, and if we make a big move, it could make things go pear-shaped. Misty, what are you doing, cat? Give me that. I got it, yeah. Go and catch it, little weirdo. Okay then. If anyone would like a reading, please type number 1 in the chat and we'll see who we're drawn to. And I'll like just look for my rebel deck a minute. It's just looking wrong like some disappear. Oh, I know where it went. I remember it fell down the side of the bloody radiator. See, cement shoes weren't supposed to have a rebel deck card. Bit weird that, isn't it, that I just remembered exactly where it was. As soon, hi Sean darling, as soon as I finished Cement's reading, I remembered where it disappeared to. It fell down the back of the radiator. We got it. Kirsty, regarding the video that I missed it. That what you shown there, I'd be very careful about it, because it's a serious allegation that neither side has said happened towards JD, even though it does sound like that, and it is a big likelihood you could be in trouble for it if it blew up, if that makes sense. Just be careful. You can let people know in the chat about it, see what their opinions are. I just say that if you did do it, put a lot of disclaimers of that it's not. I am hen in it. I feel violated. Hen, do you have a question in the chat, love? Pick on hen time. Is it question time? So the way it works, Dan darling, is that if you are reading, you have to put one word, tell everyone to put a number 1. And then if I feel drawn to you, then I'll come to you. Yeah, Kirsty, if you type it in the chat and let people know what they'll know what it's about. The people who have been following the JD thing. Oh, Jenny, behave. Distractions. What would the idea have been the right thing to do? You know what I thought you said, because of my dyslexia and it put the I and the A together. In the end, I read it originally as, would it be ideal to do the right thing to do? I'm sorry, Hen. My dyslexia gets me every time. Yes, Sam. So the way it works down is obviously I'm with Hen now. Let me just click on a comment. I'm not used to clicking on comments anymore. And then after I've done Hen's reading, I'll open up the readings again. How do I say your name? Cherry. Hen. Do I say your name the same way? Okay, Sandra. I thought you was asking me how you did it. I'm sorry, lovely. I didn't know. I know, I can't believe we've been on YouTube for nearly 3 years, the end of this year. He is definitely of the victim. It's not disappointed. It's more of a, are you up to no good again? So, oh, hen. I like the cards that come out for you, lovely, especially with it being about the idea that you have. Okay, so you've got the Ace of Swords, the World card, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so obviously, I don't really always, I can't always tell a yes or a no directly from the tarot, but I can see a big fat yes for these cards coming out. Obviously, the Ace of Swords coming out first and foremost. It seems to grab this idea with both hands. Yes, it's one of the best ideas that we've had for a while, and I feel it's going to help a lot with the things with the mind and the soul, and soul healing, and self-healing, and mental well-being as well. This idea that you have, it will be beneficial to them things to you, okay, and within your world. That's where we get the World card. And I'm not saying that this is the idea, but maybe separate from the idea that you've had, I also want to put you in traveling. And I know that you might not be in the place at the moment where we can physically travel, but I feel like that this is a goal, maybe a little bit like further down the line, or maybe that there's been that wanting to travel or wanting to move. But it's also showing the cycle of things changing around us as well. We've got the big cycle, and you've of course with the Wheel of Fortune. This is saying that the idea that you have is going to be going in our favour. You are being guided to go to a certain direction. I feel like your intuition is very strong on this idea, and that you have undermined on it for a while, but you feel like it is more the right time to be doing it now. Your mind does get very distracted from day to day, and you do find it hard to always be focusing on things that you want to do. But now is the right time to be doing this. I want to say, lovely. You're worried that it's going to be, that somebody's going to try and affect it somehow, or that the universe itself may try and affect it, in the sense of, like when people say when we make plans, don't make plans because it makes God laugh at us or whatever. I don't know if you've heard that saying. I don't know if anyone else has heard this, but I feel like that this isn't the case with this. We need to try and bring the fear out, and I know it's easier to just say that than do it. But yeah, we need to try and pluck the fear away, bring down the bad bitch energy, and fucking do it. Absolutely. And again, just to confirm, Ace of Wands, new beginnings, grabbing that idea with both hands. It's a really good opportunity to be getting ourselves further in life as well. Hello, Compassio Vera, darling. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. Hey, I can get you a rebel deck because I found them now. Exactly, put the fear away. No, I didn't say that, Cherry. Cherry, I didn't say that. Gonna get me told off the YouTube. You are getting me to repeat these things that can be misconstrued. Hi, Karen, darling. You okay, lovely? Okay. Hen, you're being told to. Tom's getting more pointed. I'm not getting mad at her. I think it's really funny. She makes me laugh. She always brightens the stream up and brings the energy up, and I love it. You carry on, Cherry. I'm only being facetious. I'm only being, like, I don't know what the word is, sarcastic. You do you, Hen. Stop trying to change people. That shit never works. I don't know who we've been trying to change, but we'll get them off. It doesn't work. Okay. You do you. You do you, Tom. Okay, guys, if you'd like a reading, put a number 1 in the chat. I know, Kirsty, it's one of them, Kirsty, what I would say, my love, is that the trial is done now. If we were before the trial and we were trying to prove more evidence, then I think it would be good to put that video out. The editing on it is amazing, what you've done, by the way. I think you'd do really good at making videos in general, darling. I think it would be very... You have to just be very careful with that topic. Okay. What's not the same? Okay, let's see where we're drawn to. Karen, lovely. Do you want to put your question in the chat, my love? Need to put my phone in charge. It's on the bed, and what's it? Because only I'm 20%. And what if we was to put? Wow, why can't I talk? What if we were to have a cut out? I needed my phone. Yes, no legal or medical questions, Karen, darling. Yeah, you've done a lot of work on a case there, so I wouldn't say delete it. If there ever became a situation where this was delegated online or legal reason, it would be a good thing to have. But definitely do more videos with that type of editing. You did really good. You want a general reading, Karen, darling? Okay, lovely. Oh, guys, I'm not showing you my new tattoo. Look at my new tattoo, me shamrock. Because I think I told most of you already, I'm half Irish. So we got the shamrock tattoo there. Take care, Sam, darling. What's going to happen now, Sam? Oh, do you like it, Kirsty? So yeah, so on my dad's side of Irish, so... Thank you, Karen, lovely. We're slowly building up like a little sleeve. I've only got 8 tattoos now. Got them two, rose. I can't show you. Rose, butterfly, shamrock, and then that. Okay. Yeah, sound good, right? I can never pronounce that right though. Yeah, exactly, Kirsty, darling. Exactly, Kirsty. And I think it was good for you to type it like getting the opinion of others here in the chat who are originally from the JD community. Just for me, people who like are from me lovely mods from TikTok, and also people who weren't here when I was doing the Johnny Depp stuff. We used to cover that because I went through what he went through. And I covered that for that reason. I need a drink. We need to hydrate so that we can elevate. Kirsty, let Liz know in the chat again, love, what it's about. And the video that Kirsty's done is a recording, and it's where she's typed everything out. And it's an allegation that a lot of us think what she did to him, in that, I can't say it, you'll have to type it in the chat, somebody, what we think she could have done. I think it, Gary thought it, I've seen other YouTubers like behind the scenes mention it as well. Oh, thank you, Cherry Lovely. So, do you know what I mean? There has been a few people, but I'm not seeing many, if not any, people put it out there, because it's a strong thing to say where you could get in trouble for putting it out there, that allegation essentially, because it's not been brought forward by JD's side. Sorry, Karen, because gabbing away at the same time, aren't we? I'm very unprofessional, I am. Okay, Hen. Good night, darling. She did have an amazing job putting it together, by the way. She did really good at all the subtitles and everything, and editing in things in her thoughts. But I feel that she had to put a lot of disclaimers in it. She was to put it up, and also because it's not been brought forward by his side. If he has been through it, obviously he knows himself that, and he, it could be, if it blew up, it could become hurtful. But it's up to Kirsty. It's her YouTube. It's her content. All my advice is that if you're gonna put it up, Kirsty, put big disclaimers there. What the hell's happened? I've had to come in on my phone. I'm trying to connect to my computer. Why has this happened? It did it last week. It's not okay. I'm not impressed with it before at all. Sky, what are you playing at here? Checking network requirements for the internet. I'm sorry. Hi, Anthony, guys. We're just having like a really big technical difficulties incident where it's been silly. Let me just go and press the button on the Wi-Fi. I don't have a clue why it's being dodgy like this. At least I can take you with me because you're on the phone. Watch out the way, Misty Moon. It did this to me when I was live. When we last went live, was it about a week ago? Right at the beginning of the stream, it just all cut out on me. Yes. If it doesn't connect, then I'm just going to come on my tripod on the phone, and we'll just do it like that, won't we? Like we had to last time, because it's misbehaving. See, everything's lit up on the Wi-Fi box. Well, I've just gone really light-headed. I like knelt down and then stood up really quick. And I'm in the middle of doing a reading for Karen as well. Oh, bloody hell. Sorry, Karen, darling. Right, let's try this again. So saying no internet. Right, I'm going to have to reset this computer, and we'll have to go on the tripod. And then when we have a little break in a minute, we will try getting the computer up again. Cherry K. Guys, I'm sorry for the sound a minute. I'm just taking the case off my phone. It's one of them ones where it's got like 2 bits on it, you know, like, so you might hear like weird sounds for a second. Oh, the suspicious sounds. Whilst we get ready to put yous on the tripod. Yous are going on the tripod. Right. Oh, stay, will you? We just gotta find a bloody place to put it now. Because the computer's here in the way. Please bear with me, guys, while we go through technical difficulties. I've not forgot about you, Karen. I'm glad that the computer's not on at the moment anyway, because the cat has decided to sniff and scratch the Yeti mic, and that's all you guys would have heard. Right, we're going to have to do it like this. Get off me. If you knock that tripod down, I'm going to be dead mad at you. Right, can you see me okay? Can you hear me okay? Move, you. Get off. Yeah, there I am. I'm here. I'm sorry it's long ways, but it's what we're going to have to deal with right now. I was supposed to go to Trafford Centre today with the kids, but I couldn't because somebody has very sadly lost their life on the M62 today. So we weren't able to go, of course. Right, Karen, darling, let's see what we get through. After Karen's reading, we're going to have a chat and a break for 10 minutes because the Wi-Fi has been testing me with all the drama today. All the drama from the YouTubes. I need to take these headphones off. I don't need them anymore. We don't need the headphones now. Yeah, it's really horrible, isn't it? Just sending love to all the family now, isn't it? But because with this sad incident, everything was just closed everywhere, you know, of course. Even everyone was late to school and that. It happened midnight last night, apparently, but the kids were still late for school this morning because everything got gridlocked. I need my clip. We have to do what we have to do. Okay, you asked for a general reading, Karen, darling. I've got for you the Five of Pentacles, the Four Swords, and the Nine of Cups, my love. I feel like with these cards coming out together, I want to say that there's some sort of situation where you feel like that you really needed support around you. You really needed people around you, whether that was your family or your friends. And even though you've always been there for them, it just felt like that they weren't there for you. They were just letting you go through the storm on your own. It is, Elizabeth, darling. It is, love. And they, you know, I feel like it kind of felt like that we were being pushed out of things that we should have been involved in as well. This card is also saying, though, that even though that when people weren't coming around and giving us the support, that we did still manage to get to a place where we needed to be. And now we're in this place of like healing. We're getting the healing that we need. And if I want to say that at the moment you do tend to keep feeling very tired, Karen. You feel like your energy has been affected, and that every day does feel real, very much like a big long draw for yourself. Like we're constantly walking through water, essentially. Mister, you better be careful near my tripod. You're going to knock us over. Hello, Sherry, darling. Stop it. You got the Nine of Cups. This card is, you saw the cards before I pulled them. That's amazing. This card's coming out for you, Karen, love, saying that even though them people were just waiting to see you fail, or they weren't trying to be there for you, that, you know, you're going to be proving them wrong. And I feel like that is your goal, that is your mission, to be able to show them, you know, like, hey, I got through it on my own. Let me just plug the phone in, guys, because I don't want it to go dead on us. We don't want the battery to run out while we're live. That wouldn't be good, would it? Okay. First of all, 3 Rebel Deck cards come out for you, love. The first one saying that it's time to let go. There's either a person or situation that we're needing to let go from. You're being told by the Rebel Deck to move the fuck on, basically. Move on. Also, darling, that project, that person, that idea is waiting. There's something that you've been waiting. There's something that you've been wanting to do for a while, but you've not done it because, you know, you've been dealing with things going on with your health, and you've been dealing with things going on in life, and you've been dealing with a lot of that on your own, but you've been told by the Rebel Deck to get after that shit. The world has your back. I love it. I love it. And also, Karen, darling, you're being told by Rebel Deck you need a good fucking cry. Now, normally we only do 1 Rebel Deck card per person, but 3 came out for you today, lovely. There's a lot of things that you've been holding on emotionally as well, lovely. You've been told here, get the ugly cry on, let that shit go. Your soul will forgive and thank you. You've been told to let go of something, though, twice over. Move the fuck on and let things go. And I absolutely love it. I'm trying to turn my camera off and I'm picking up my bloody mouse, and we don't need the mouse. We need to actually click the thing because we're going to have a little break, aren't we? Right, where's my ticker? Let's have a little break and a bit of a night, guys. How have we all been doing? Have we had a lovely week so far? Anyone who is in need of receiving healing, I've got a candle lit. If either you yourself or you know someone who needs healing, just type your name in the chat. You can just put me. You don't have to put the person if it's private. Whether that is, you know, you're going through a hard time or somebody's, you know, not feeling good. And we'll all send some love. Hey Jade, is that my Jade from TikTok? Is that my Jade from TikTok? Let me go and add you as a moderator, but it's gonna pause me for a second maybe. Guys, Jade's lovely. Jade, I was just talking about you before, about how you was having me back. I think it was you, wasn't it? About that lady who was like demanding me what to do in the stream. You know, like, you know, telling me to give her a reading now. And I was saying you guys have been looking after me. Gary's okay. He's been going through a bit of one of them patches, you know, where things are a little bit up and down and in air, and you know, he's trying to find his way and find his way back to things being going in a smooth direction for him. You know, and I've just been trying to support him as much as I can. The kids are doing good. My little boy, he's been being assessed for autism. They did the assessment, the panel thing though, in the 6-week holidays, which I'm really annoyed about because school couldn't go and I weren't invited, and it came back that they didn't have enough evidence for autism, and it's just a load of BS basically, because he's been referred since he was 2 years old, and them same symptoms have got worse, and you know, he's been re-referred quite a few times as well. And school and that have all got things they want to say. So I'm trying to get that sorted out for him at the minute, so that he can get the right support through life if he ever needs it. You know, going into going through school, going through college and university, whatever job that he gets, so that he can have the right support there for him. Also, the people that were there with speech and language who have discharged him, even though he shouldn't be discharged from speech and language. My little boy is 7 years old, but he talks like a child who's between the ages of 2 and 3. He's so cute, bless him, but he's very delayed in his speech, the way he pronounces things and the way he structures his sentences. It is annoying that you have to fight for it, and it's pissing me off. And this mum from school said to me, why do you want a diagnosis for your son? Why do you want a diagnosis of autism for your son so much? As if like I'm wanting it. I'm like, I don't want a diagnosis for my son. You know, I'll be very happy if he doesn't have autism. But I feel like it's not been looked into properly. I hope it gets sorted out too, Kate. It's bloody annoying. By the way, guys, Jade is really lovely. Jade, everyone that you see here with all the banners next to names, it's because all these people have been with me on the YouTubes, you know, for a few years, and they are all lovely as well. We're like a little family, like we're creating on the TikToks as well. And, you know, it's lovely to try and combine them two little platforms together a little bit. Something just flashed up, but I don't know what it was. As an example with his words, a word that we're trying to learn him at the moment how to pronounce, because he can do it, but he keeps forgetting how to say it very quickly, is yesterday he said to me, Mum, for Christmas, the way he talks, he said this, Mum, for Christmas, can I have a prana? I went, a prana? Why do you want a prana? The bite? And he went, not a piranha, a prana. I went, what's a prana? And it taught me, he went, music, instrument. And he meant a piano. So I'm like this to him, right, my boy, say P. And he's like, P. And said, say ano. He said, ano. I said, right, say piano. And he's like, prano. Bless him. And then I did it again. And then he did it. He said piano. he put it together, and then I got him to say it again, and again he's like, prano. He forgets the pronunciation very quickly. The last I heard of speech and language was them trying to tell me that he has just, this is just the way he's learnt to say these words and he needs to unlearn them. Like, what? No, you should be giving him the therapy that he needs because you're a speech and language therapist, and supporting him, which is your job, instead of just discharging him when he obviously needs help. He's 7 years old. I'm sorry, I'm not ignoring your comments. Let me go back up. Yeah, it is really annoying, Jade, darling. I agree with you. Me too, Kate. Lovely. You just want the help and support he needs. We all know deep down when our kids need extra support. Thankfully, he has a support worker at school. He's got full funding. He has like the educational care and health plan, or whatever it's called, ECHP. He has a full one of them to have a one-to-one support worker. So Eco says, I see both sides of it really. It can be a bit of stigma, but on the other hand, denying a problem never helps. That's what I mean, right? And with me, it's not a case of like I disagree with their decision at panel. It's just the fact that his doctor, his paediatrician for the autism thing, he's seen him once. In 2020, we had a video call appointment. He's seen him on that, but my little boy stayed for about 2 minutes, if not less, on the screen, and then he buggered off. Now, when we went to see him and his paediatrician in the summertime, Harley just sat there frozen. He didn't want nothing to do, because that's what he does, especially around men. Because of what I've been through, he just goes silent and within himself and blocks things out. So he's just sat there silent, staring at a dot on the wall. It can help him. My son was diagnosed a few months ago, and now he gets help at school. He does get help at school, thankfully. Like I said, he's got his support worker that helps him, and he is in mainstream school, thankfully, and they are really good with him. But you know, it's just for that, basically. Music could help him. My son has difficulties plays on the piano. He loves music. He loves jamming to any music. Anyone who meets him will know what he's like. He got a cheap keyboard from Amazon. There are rhymes that are meant to help pronunciation. You might be able to find some online. The only problem with that Eco is that he has a really short attention span. So when you're trying to learn him something, you manage to get probably about 30 seconds with him. So I could try that. And maybe if I can keep repeating the songs to him, he might start singing them. I agree with you. They should help, yeah. School said they're going to re-refer him to speech and language, and I'm going to re-refer him as well, because he definitely shouldn't have been discharged from them. My son had an individual learning plan at schools to do the best he can. Yeah, he has a learning plan, and he was under, what's it called now? Because he has sensory needs. He had I forgot what it's called. It's a type of therapist who come out to school and say what he needs, like when he needs sensory breaks, things like weighted blankets, things that he can lick and stuff. Hey, Helga, darling. But yeah, I agree. Music does tend to help him a lot. Singing lessons might be an option if he likes music. With luck, it could keep his interest up. That's a good idea, Eco. That is something that I could look at. I'm looking at different options for him, because he has been given funding now because of the things that he has issues with, so that I can look at what therapies and stuff that I could use to help him. My son teaches himself, to be honest, at his pace. He listens to a certain piece of music he likes and tries to pick up notes and copies it until he gets it right. Oh, that's cute, Kirsty. You had to have a keel off for your daughter. But I feel that's what I'm having to do with my little boy. He's such the sweetest little boy. Apart from when he's mad at you, and he gets mad at you for all sorts of things. Like today, he had a pointy stick, which he picked up yesterday, right? He's got an obsession with sticks, guys. He thinks he's a little ninja or something. He loves Ninja Turtles and stuff. And he likes to just randomly carry sticks around with him. And this particular sticker had like a point on it, so I told him yesterday he couldn't have it, and I just left it in the garden because he couldn't have it, and he picked it up again this morning, and then I didn't notice until we was halfway to school that it was the same stick. So I said, "You're gonna have to give me that, mate. I told you you can't have it." Anyway, proper stubborn about giving it me. I had to like grasp it out of his hand. And then I had to like throw it in this prickly bush so he couldn't get it back. And then he wouldn't move. He just stood still. I had to like frog march him for like 100 feet or something. He can't read music, but he listens to it. My little boy, he's 7 years old, which is in the UK, he's in year 3. I think in like America it'd be classed as in grade 2 or whatever you call it, 2nd grade. To give you the comparison there. So he's at that age. That's the age he is, I mean. But his age in learning is at what's called reception age, which is the age before kindergarten you have in America. Reception age in the UK is at 4 years old. That's where he is with his learning, with his reading and his writing. So he's behind on all that as well at the moment. He loves rap music. My little boy, he loves all types of music. His favourite song now is a song called Cupid. And he loves singing the hook line on it where it's like, I'm feeling lonely and I need somebody to come and hold me. He loves the hook on it. But it's so funny the way he sings it. I'm not going to sing, but the way he pronounces it is like, I'm feeling lonely. And his son's come home with me, because he has like a little bit of a speech impediment thing going on with him. And he's so cute though. He's the cutest. You guys might have seen my picture that I quickly shown before my phone. But he's such a sweet little boy. And I think when he was sick one day, he did pop on my stream to say hello. I don't really like my kids going on the internet, as many of you guys know. And I don't know if my TikTok mods who are watching know. You might not know. I need to let you know about it. But my ex my ex abuser has been stalking me online. So yeah, I don't like showing the kids online because, you know, he stalks. Yeah, I'm gonna get him a little keyboard thing for Christmas. That's what he's asked for. He wants to get his ears pierced for Christmas as well. And he's been wanting them done for like 2 years now, and he constantly asks me. But I wanted to make sure that it's not just a fad, that he actually wanted to get them done. Like he wanted to get them done since my little girl had hers done for her 4th or 5th birthday. It was a birthday, like she's 6 now. So yeah, so it was for her 5th birthday. When she got hers done last year, he's been mithering for him to be done. So I said he can get them done for Christmas if he wants. Oh, Liz, it was awful. We had a right thing going on. I'll quickly tell you guys the story because I'm not scared to tell the story anymore. Now that I am going live, that was mainly the reason with me doing my lives on TikTok, because the situation happened on TikTok, okay? So basically, you know, like when I used to do the streams on here, Kirsty, you remember, where we used to have a chat about things that we went through in the past with people that treated us very badly in bad relationships. Well, I found a lady who did that on the TikToks, and like I gave you guys that safe space to come and talk, she was doing that on her TikTok lives. So I went into her live and I told my story of what I went through. It's the first time I ever did it on TikTok. First time I ever even went live on TikTok was doing that. It was just in her box on TikTok, like when you guys come in here and you're not actually live on your channel, you're just live on my channel. And basically, I told her everything that had happened. And then I used to watch her every morning, used to go in and say hello to her and watch what she was up to and that. And then one day I went in to watch her, and then my ex-partner, the father of my 2 children, he was on her screen talking with her as well. Well, not about me. He was talking about something else. And basically, I wrote in the chat that I don't feel safe. I'm gonna go. I don't feel safe being in here no more. That's my ex. You know, that's who I've been talking to you about. So he wrote. He said, sorry, there's 2 sides to every story. And then in the chat, I put, I don't feel safe, I'm gonna go. And then he said, I'm gonna get such a thing in the court so I can see my kids. He's not allowed to see his kids because of what he did to me when I was pregnant with my little boy, the little boy that we're talking about. You guys have seen the picture with the big bruised eye, what he did to me, right? When I was 22 weeks pregnant with my son, my beautiful boy, who we're talking about right now, he beat me up in the middle of the street, basically. Anyway, she DM'd me afterwards and she went, can I ring you? It's important. So she rang me and she said she apologised for having him on the stream. And then she explained to me that she knows him from another community of volunteers that were going to Ukraine to help the women cross over the border. It was last May when all that stuff was going on with Ukraine. And that he said that he used to be in the army and that he experienced seeing his old camp being unalived by an extreme thing that happened, and that he was injured in his leg and all this stuff. It was all, obviously it's all BS. He's been in and out of jail all his life. He never was in the army or anything like that. Stolen valor or whatever you want to call it. He totally lied about it all. And I said to her, you know, he's a very dangerous person. So they said, right, well, because it's this big concern about, you know, women's safety, you're going to be there helping. He's saying that he's going to volunteer, he's going to be going with him at the end of the month. We need to, behind the scenes, let that other community know. I said, right, but you can't do it on my name. You need to do it. There's articles of what he did to his other ex-partner before me. I said, you need to do it on that. No worries, Karen, darling. And then she said, right, obviously we're going to have to tell them his actual name and that. So I said, right, but please don't ever put his name out there. Don't ever out him as being of what he's done to me and what I've shared to you. Please don't do that because I don't feel safe. It's a dangerous thing for you to do to me. She went, okay, fine. So behind the scenes, they sorted this out and they got him kicked out of this other community. And then he went on a big, massive rampage. Misty, stop scratching me, Mike. He went on a big rampage and he started making videos about me on TikTok. He doxed my actual real name. My name is Keeley, but he put my surname on there. He made videos about my brother. All sorts of stuff that he did. And then I just reported it, got him all took down. And then he started making really dangerous, threatening behaviour towards the creator that was doing the support streams. So she went on a big rampage. She outed him on live. She outed his name on live. She doxed him on live. And then after that, I just like stepped way away because, you know, I was scared at that point. I stepped away from YouTube, stepped away from TikTok, stepped away from it all. And then 2 months later, a bailiff came to my door and he brought a letter from the court that he tried to get a restraining order on me, and the court dismissed it to have a hearing, okay? And so I had to then go to court. It was virtual court where you do it on the phone just with the magistrates. But because I couldn't get any legal help in time, because I was the respondent, I had to represent myself. I had to self-represent. I written a 4-page letter to the judge explaining everything. In his application for a restraining order, he said that I had stalked him. He said that I had said his name online. He said that when he was with me, I financially abused him. He said that whenever he gave me money, that I would go and spend it on things and not the children, such as tobacco and etc. All these lies. He said that a few weeks before doing this order, that I travelled to where he lives, which is in Birmingham. It's not actually Birmingham, but it's Midlands. It's near Birmingham. I'm in Manchester. He said that I travelled there and that I went live on TikTok and shouted, "That's my AB user." And that I got somebody to smash a window, which obviously is all BS. He basically put all this proper bad BS in all this, right? Bearing in mind that this was literally 2 months after that I applied for child maintenance off him, which I've never done. My daughter's 9, my eldest daughter, my son's 7. I've never applied for it before. I applied for it in the April. This happened in the April, not the April, sorry, the summertime that I got this letter off the judge. So I went to this hearing, wrote a letter to the judge, told the judge it was all BS, that he was trying to still control me, even though I'm not with him after all these years. He's trying to punish me for applying for the maintenance thing. You know, that he's trying to carry on this. Basically, it was like a male version of AH, if that makes sense. You know, like putting them lies forward that just isn't true. And so anyway, went to the hearing. 10 minutes before the hearing, his solicitor rang me. She's like, "You can accept the order now if you want, or you can do some sort of deal thing." Bearing in mind, guys, if I would have accepted this order, which would have been an order that wasn't needed, he could have rang the 999 on me anytime and said that I was there and I wasn't, and got me put in cuffs essentially. He could also have got my address because they would have found out where I live. He would have found out where I lived and everything. So obviously, I said no, we'll go to the hearing. So I went to the hearing, which was a virtual hearing. They had the judge, they had his solicitor, the judge's what do you call it, assistant. It was not a judge, it was magistrate. And they also had a lady to give me legal help for like legal jargon and stuff. So anyway, I got in trouble because I didn't know that I had to send my letter to his solicitor, but oh well. He didn't turn up. He said it was 10 o'clock, 10:30 in the morning. He didn't turn up. He said his excuse was to his solicitor that because he takes medication, he can't wake up in the morning. So he didn't even come to it. His solicitor's argument was that he was concerned that I might use this to make a story on him. I've never doxed his name. I'm allowed to have my voice. I'm allowed to talk about what I've been through. He ain't stopping me for nothing. He is not stopping me. I'm allowed to have my voice, and he's not stopping me. Okay, whatever platform I'm going on to talk about it, TikTok, YouTube, whatever, Instagram, I don't care. I will have my voice. I will not mention his name because, you know, quite frankly, nobody needs to know it. I've never mentioned his name here on the YouTube. I've never mentioned his name on TikTok Live, ever. The only person I mentioned his name to is that lady who doxed him. It wasn't me. So the magistrate said, he asked me what happened again. I told the panel what happened. And so he said, so you've never actually mentioned his name on live? And I said, no. And he said, well, it looks like let's call him Mr. Smith. Looks like Mr. Smith has brought the wrong person to court today. And then his solicitor said, Mr. Smith is concerned that Miss blah 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 is going to talk about this online and it may affect his mental health. So, you know what the magistrate said? The magistrate said, if social media is affecting his mental health, then he shouldn't be on social media. And he told me to always be careful what I talk about online, which I am. And I'm never going to let anyone who put me through hell try and stop me from having my voice. Do you know what I mean? So that's why, guys, sometimes I disappear and that my anxiety does pick up because of him. Yeah, but I'm always going to come back stronger at the end of the day. He's not taking my voice away from me. I'm sorry, we're supposed to be doing readings. We're going to get back into him. I need another break, guys. I hope you don't mind me because that's quite an emotional thing to talk about. Anyway, are we all alright? Who's here in the chat? Just let me know because everyone's gone dead quiet on me. Have I sent you all to sleep? Kirsty's in, Sean's here. Who else is here still in the chat? Let me know. Guys, I need another little break. Not even showing up for court. What a coward. You really did stand strong. Thank you. And Eco, darling. Thank you, Elizabeth and Sherry. I thought everyone had disappeared on me. Thank you for staying in here with me. So, thank you, Sean. Thank you for all listening to me ramble on, guys. I'm sorry, Liz. Have I made you tired talking about all this? Right, Karen. Just wanted to make sure people are still here. So, yeah. That is why sometimes, like, we used to go live, guys, every Tuesday night at 10:30 p.m. and quite a lot throughout the week. At the moment, I've been trying to do the TikToks. So TikTok was a big step for me because this happened on the TikToks. So I wanted to prove to myself that I can do it. And I know that he's probably watching me either on here or on there, but I don't care. I've never mentioned your name. You know what you did. You know, you didn't get your restraining order because you don't need one. Thank you, Elizabeth. It can, can't it? Like, at the moment, I'm in that stage of being a bit mad about it. Like, how dare you? Up until I had that hearing, and obviously now and again, it randomly comes up and affects me. Oh, okay, Liz. I thought that I'd sent you to sleep. Going on with my little self. Guys, after this, I promise we're going to get into readings. I just needed to explain that to you because I've never said it on here properly. I told you that something had gone on, but I've not told you what had happened. Obviously, I can't mention names, and I wouldn't anyway. I've told a few people who have been backstage with me after the stream, like Hen and TJ and Fanta, what had happened. Oh, thank you, Helga, darling. So yeah, that is what happened, guys. I don't know if you remember, because like I went from being in a routine of going live, and then I just disappeared for months on end last year, and that is why. And I just want to thank you all, my little family on here, for still coming around and watching and that, because do you know what I mean? Like, I thought I got rid of this idiot 7.5 years ago, when I was pregnant with my little boy. I was 22 weeks pregnant when that happened, what he did to me. And, it's like he's trying, that is something that AB users do when they don't have the grip on you, and when they see you trying to stand strong and have your voice heard, they try and keep the control of you. Keeley, you're so strong. It's fine listening to you. So sorry to go through this. We're all here to support you. Thank you, Kay, my love. Yeah, he is Kirsty. Liz remembers when I disappeared. You remember, Liz? Don't be mad. I actually went through some situation. You'll get his karma. When I say I'm mad, I'm not mad like, I want me revenge. I'm not that type of mad. I'm more in a trying to connect with like the bad bitch energy. Do you know what I mean? Like, F you. You do not own me. You do not control me. I am my own person. You saw the picture, Liz. If anyone doesn't know what we're talking about, there's a shorts video on here on the YouTubes, on my channel, where it shows you, but trigger warning, because it is an upsetting picture. Bear in mind that I am pregnant with my son in that picture. I'm carrying a child, and thankfully he's okay, but he's got issues now. My little boy has some sort of learning disability thing going on, and it could potentially, and he has really bad anger issues, my little boy, and it could be potentially because I went through that when I was pregnant. It might not be, but when we go through that when you're pregnant, you release hormones and it can affect your child. Do you know what I mean? So thank you, Karen, darling. Oh gosh, guys, we are going to get back into the readings, but yeah, I'm not about it. I'm in a place in my life where you don't take no shit from no one, from no person, especially men in general. Like, I love Gary, but even if he tries to talk to me like shit, he knows I will not stand for it, because there is sometimes when he can be a grumpy git and he gets told about himself. Absolutely. Mad it bothers you that it's going to be part of handling this. Well, that's what I mean, Elizabeth. Like, I'm in this place now where I'm like, I'm gonna not allow you to prevent me doing the thing I love. This thing that I do, where I do my readings on the YouTubes, on the TikTok, it's free readings. I'm doing it because I want to give back. I've been a medium for nearly 15 years now. I know I only do the short readings, but a general reading, like in the real world, cost between 25, 35, all the way up to like £75. They can be very expensive, do you know what I mean? And different mediums charge different things. But these free readings, because I want to give people something back. I want them to have guidance to the questions that they have. And I'm not allowing nobody stopping me from doing that. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's not like I get rich off doing it. You know, you can probably get rich off it, but I don't, because there's a lot of people who do this online and they charge, even on the streams, like £5, £10 a reading for free cards, and I'm not about it. I just want to grow community and give back. Thank you, Elizabeth, darling. I've not seen it yet. Somebody on one of my mods called Trey on the TikTok, she mentioned it to me. She told me to watch it. But Russell Brand gives me them vibes as Mr. Fix It, I don't even want to say his name, in the way that he is around women, the way he touches women and that. Do you know what I mean? He's a bit creepy. That's all I think. I'm not actually seen the documentary yet. But yeah, as TJ says, he's innocent until proven guilty. We need the proof first. I've not seen the documentary. I'm just saying the vibe that he gives me. So I don't have a lot of thoughts on it, but whoever's seen it, put your thoughts in the chat to what Kirsty's saying there. Because, you know, all opinions matter. But yeah, Elizabeth, I agree with you. We've got to just keep growing. I've not seen, like I said, I've not seen the documentary Kirsty Love, so I don't know what's shown in it. But that's just the vibe that I've always got off him. Like, he's a bit touchy. And about, you know, I don't know, trying to be like that attitude of like constantly getting his arms around women. I don't know, it's just a weird one. But they need proof for whatever accusations are. I don't know what the accusations are. I believe it when I see the evidence. That's it. We need people to actually talk about it and come out about it. I don't know I don't even know what the allegations are. But yeah, that is just a vibe I get off him. In my opinion, at the moment, he's a self-confessed addict, so a target. I haven't looked into it all, to be honest. Different opinions, so there's bound to be more information needed either way. What are the actual allegations, guys? Can you let me know in the chat? Obviously, you know, I might not be able to read it out loud, but just so I know, because I've not really watched any videos on it. All I know on it is someone said that there was an SA allegation. I don't know if that is it or what, and from them saying that, I've just said that I've always had a bit of a weird vibe from him, from watching him and that. So you guys let me know what the allegations are in the chat. Consensual S, we're right now, so SA. No, a fifth has come forward apparently. See, when it came to JD, we had one person who had a problem. Do you know what I mean? We had one person who basically documented fake injuries and stuff like that, and, you know, created unneeded dramas, like making videos where she was acting sweet and whilst he was upset and stuff. So good night, TJ darling. We're going to be live for about another half an hour, guys. I've nearly finished this. We're going to get into more readings in a minute. I'm sorry. We've had quite a long gap, but I think we all needed a bit of a catch up, and it's good to talk about things while we're doing these readings as well. Because, you know, you're on the fence with Marilyn. See, I don't know all the ins and outs of Marilyn. I only know a little bit. I've not seen any of the evidence or whatever. I don't have an opinion on it. So that's where I stand with that. I don't have a strong opinion on it because I've not looked into it proper. Sorry for keeping you waiting, guys. I'm sorry, Karen, love. I hope you feel better soon, darling. Sending love to Karen. Can we have hearts in the chat for Karen, guys? I hope she feels better soon. Thank you, Sherry, lovely. Thank you, Elizabeth and Kay and Sean. Okay, my loves, and Karen with all the hearts. Thank you, lovely. Hope you feel better soon, Karen. If anyone would like a reading, please put a 1 in the chat. We're going to get back into it. Karen, did this, what we've talked about, make you sick, or have you just not been well? Can I just ask you, because I feel bad if anything we spoke about has made you sick, my love. I don't know if Karen's still here, but if you are still here, Karen, just let us know. Eco Spice, darling, do you want to put your question in the chat, my love? You've been ill for 2 weeks now. Karen, have you been to the doctor's, lovely? Yeah. Well, I hope it clears up soon for you, love. I agree, Kirsty. Guys, I am getting tired, so we're going to do a few readings and then I'll have to come off because I'm getting shattered myself. I've had a bit of an emotional week. My emotions have been up and down. So we'll see where we go. We started a new medicine. I hope it clears up for you, Karen, darling. Just try and drink as much water as you can. Keep getting the fluids down your lovely. Yeah, we'll be lovely with a focus on where the good things will be coming in. Okay, so Eco, we're gonna go with. I feel I need to get into my new oracle deck. I didn't show you guys this deck, but it's my new deck called the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. And they are oracle cards, but some of the cards have influence from the tarot, so they're good for that. Okay. Hot herbal teas. Do you like them, Kay, darling? Got them off Amazon, and I do love this deck. They are really nice. Okay, Eco, lovely. I've got for you. I'll just say what the card and then I'll turn around and show you. We've got this Stand Your Ground card. We've got the Heart Chakra, the Crown Chakra, and Movement, Choices and Decisions card. First of all, with the Stand Your Ground card, with the Heart Chakra, I want to do them 2 at a time. Okay, with these 2 cards coming out, first of all, I feel like that is you want to focus on the positive things coming forward. You basically need to be going what influences you from the heart and what guides you from the heart. With the stand your ground, this is the thing where people sometimes try to get you to change your mind at times. You know, people try and bring in their opinions and their influence, but you really need to go off your own influence. You need to connect in with what you want to do from your heart. Don't be influenced by other people. Don't allow people to be pushing you in a certain direction and making you feel like you've got to go a certain way. This could also be talking about where you're feeling like you want to prove a point to others. And this is saying, you know, don't be doing that. Just focus on what you can't see him properly because of the ring light. Don't be doing that. Focus on what you want to do from your heart there. With the stand your ground card, I feel like that as you go forward, you know, you're gonna go through situations where you feel like I was saying, people trying to influence you, but maybe even where you're feeling like you're forced into a certain direction. But the stand your ground card is to stay focused with what you truly desire from your heart, where you actually want to be going as well. You've also got the crown chakra heart and movement, decision and choices. With the crown chakra coming in, I don't know if you understand anything about chakras. I'm not a bloody expert in them, but you know, it affects all our energy, especially if they're unaligned as well. The crown chakra is here, and obviously the third eye, and this is the crown. Yeah, getting confused in my own head because I'm tired. And this is where like all the energy from above comes in and we receive our healing, but also with our mind. Eco darling, do you know whether Fred, will you shut up, you old girl? She's being proper loud. She's like, I'm the main character of this stream. I need to be heard right now. No, you don't. Go back to sleep. She's very old. Eco darling, I want to talk about something to do with headaches, and if we're not with headaches, I want to say that we've been overthinking a lot of things at the moment. Something going on with the mind at the moment, darling. And I feel like that this could be talking about the decisions that we want to be doing going forward. But I feel like that you are going to be going into a place where there's lots of opportunities. There is a lot of open doors for you. You're going to have the options, okay? But again, you need to go with what you want to do from your heart, not where you're being influenced to go a certain direction or what people want you to do. Also, Eco, I feel like you're on a journey to be actually finding your true self, your actual self, not the person the people were expecting you or wanting you to be, and not fitting in a box, but being you and living your true authentic self, rather than you have. I feel like we have been in that place where we've been like the shadow of ourselves a little bit, and it feels like we're just existing, we're just getting on with it, and not actually doing the things that we want to be doing. And you need to start bloody doing that. You start doing the things that you want to do. Let's get you a rebel deck card, darling. Fridge is being loud. You've got two cards from the rebel deck, Eco. First of all, you're being told not to believe every shitty thought that you have. Thoughts can sneaky line, as you can see what the word says there. Sometimes, you know, when the neg thoughts come in, sometimes we do listen to them, and you do allow that to affect your day and affect your mood for the day. You need to start trying to push them negative thoughts right away from you. You also get the F out of your head card. Getting your heart, it misses you. How much does that card actually relate to the cards that came out in the article as well, where it was saying we need to be getting more into our heart there as well, don't we? I hope that was okay for you, Eco. Guys, this is good. The next reading's going to be the last reading of the night. If you would like a reading, please put number 1 in the chat. Mister, pack it in, plucking me chairs. No worries, Kay, darling. Mister, pack it in. No worries, Eco, my love. Elizabeth, me. Not Elizabeth you, but Elizabeth, me. Elizabeth, darling, don't put your question in the chat, my love. Misty's coming to say hello. Are you coming to say hello to the YouTubes? No worries, Elizabeth. Can you guys see him? He's got so big now. You come to say hello to the YouTubes, have you? He's like a little cow. You're like a little cow with your little spots. Hey. You're like a little cow. Why do you look like you've got makeup on you? Have they been giving you a makeover? He looks like he's got blusher on him or something. He is a cute kitty. Are you cute? Are you cute? He's like, Mum, I just want to chill here. I just want to chill while you do your cards. He has grown so much. I feel, darling. You guys can't even fully see him, but yeah. He's nearly 1, by the way. He's going to be 1 on Halloween. Aren't you? Are you going to be 1? Are you going to be an adult? Hey. His tail's so fluffy, guys, as well, by the way. Even compared to Scratch's tail. Like, when he's scared about something... We can't see you, mister. When he's scared about something, his tail fluffs up like a feather duster. It's so funny. Like, goes dead bushy like this. Doesn't it? Hey. You got a feather duster tail. Ah, thank you, Sharon. He's only a little kid. Do you guys remember when he was tiny, like a tiny little baby kitten when we first got him? Yeah, Bassett is watching. I've got 2 cats too as well for y'all. This is Mister. He has a female cat name because we thought he was a girl. We were told he was a girl. Took him to the vets to be whatever the female version of neutering is, I can't remember what you call it. Turns out that he had 2 circular things under his tail. And the vet was so happy to be telling me that. When she told me, she was laughing. Okay. Elizabeth, me, darling. We've got the 9 of Swords and the 3 of Wands, okay? 9 of Swords coming up first, love. I want to say that our sleep isn't good at the moment. I want to say that you keep getting weird dreams, but I also want to say that in the daytime we are like getting affected by headaches as well. With them drawing me to the hands on the head. I want to say something to do with headaches as well, lovely. And also I feel like that our mind has really been like a bit in the gutter, where we've been constantly overthinking everything. We're not being able to like properly concentrate on the things that are good in life. We've been constantly thinking about the things that are affecting us. And we've also picked up the same card. 3 of Wands came out for you as well, darling. With this card coming out, I feel like that this is talking about something that you need to be leaving in the past. That just flew out my hand. Something that we need to be leaving in the past, leaving way behind us, so that we can start focusing on the good things that are going on in our life. Because there is many good things, but you forget to focus on the good things. You tend to focus on the things that cause us to feel upset. But I feel like there is many things to be celebrating as well, Elizabeth, darling. There's a lot of things in life to be celebrating, but like I said, sometimes you can't see passing clouds. Are you purring? No, you're not purring. You just want to chill with me. You know, it's okay. It's okay. So what we heard about? You know, cats, when they're kittens, they don't always want to be held a lot. They always want to do their own thing. And at this age, when they start getting to 1, it's when they become really close with their mum, like me. Scratch was the same. He used to never want to be near me when he was a little baby. And then they start sitting next to you, and then they start climbing on your lap and wanting scratches and cuddles and stuff. And literally, I think it was the other day, he jumped on my lap for the first time and came and booped my head with his little head to say that he loved me. Very cute cat. Elizabeth, darling, you've also got the 2 of Pentacles. This is talking about where we feel like we're juggling things, we're juggling life. We're constantly trying to balance things out, and it does tend to be stressing us out. And I feel like that there is, to be able to, for things to be smoothing out for us, we really need to start building the foundations up, so that's the 4 of Wands. It's like we need to start building these things that we know that we've needed to do, but we've put a lot of them on the back burner and just thought, I'll get round to sorting that out. It'll be alright. And some of them things that we put on the back burner, they grew into more problematic situations, to the point where you're like, I don't even want to touch it. But I feel like that we need to start tackling them tasks that you need to do little by little, so that we can be able to start having a more calmer life as well for us. Let me get you a Rebel Deck card, darling. Elizabeth, you're being told off the Rebel Deck. You had the card out before the 9 of Swords, where it's saying that our sleep's been a bit up and down. But you've also got this one that's saying stop sleeping so damn much. Wake up, you're missing some cool shit. And this card's coming out for you, saying in the sense of metaphorically as well, that there's a lot of things where people have invited you or asked you to join in with stuff. I don't know if it's like family or friends, where you've just pushed them opportunities to one side and you've not done them, even though you wanted to. And you've been missing a lot of stuff that you shouldn't have been missing, Elizabeth, love. And I feel like that it's now time to start getting back into socialising more. you know, and doing more things for socialising and stuff, and not missing all the fun things that we used to enjoy. Okay, 1 second, guys. Okay, just to let everyone know, I'm sorry for anyone who came in late. That was before I did Elizabeth reading. I did say that was my last reading, that we was ending at 11:30 tonight. Didn't want to go into midnight into the next day for the readings. I'm really tired now, and also because we went for a little meal after for the kids after school, but it was like early, man. And I'm thinking I'm going to need to have like a little slice of toast or something, a cup of tea before I go to bed. You're working on it, Elizabeth. That's really good news, darling. Did you understand it then? Yeah, so I'm going to go and have a little bit of supper, a little slice of toast or something, or a few biscuits and a brew or something like that, just to, you know, take the peckishnesses away. But I want to thank everybody who has connected with me tonight. Yeah, anyone who hasn't yet, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the next stream. Also, if you want to come and chill with us when we do be in the chance of reading on the TikToks, come and follow us on there as well. It's free to follow people on TikTok, and obviously, especially my little community that I've had for a few years on YouTube. I'd love to have you guys in the chat there. We have some amazing people in there already. You've met a few of them tonight, some of the mods that came in tonight who have been looking after me. But, you know, I still want you guys there too, because, you know, it's just lovely to have you there, it is. So my name is the same on all my platforms. Go and check me out on is it called X now? Twitter? What do we call Twitter now, by the way, guys? Same name on all platforms: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Keeley Talks, TikTok, same name, Keeley Talks. Also, by the way, guys, on the TikTok, there's been a fish account that somebody has created with my name, but we're in Keeley Talks. Like, they've missed an E. They spelled it Keely, and then for the talks, they spelled it Taiks. But my exact profile picture. It's okay, Cherry darling. I missed you, Cherry. I thought you disappeared because I was telling you off. I missed you. It's now just called X. How do we know what we're talking about? And do we tweet anymore? Or what's that all about? What does that? Do we just post? What do you call it? You glad you made the stream? Yeah. Anyone who can become a member, I really appreciate you, but don't ever feel like you have to. But of course, I appreciate anyone who can become a member. But yeah, somebody's made one of these accounts of me, and on TikTok when you're live, you get a lot of trolls who, you know, like report your streams and that. So it's good to have like something called a TikTok agency, which protects your account, and when you've not done anything, they look after you. You know, if you've not done anything bad, and there's like 600. The agency I'm in is called Spartans. There's like 600 of us in there now. I've been in there for about a month, and this fake account has been going around following all the Spartan creators. Like the big, some of them are really big TikTok creators, some of them are little TikTok creators, but they've gone around following them all, being really weird about it. Like, so everyone's been telling me every single live that I've been going in to say hello to all the people from the agency. They keep telling me that there's a fake account of me, but this account actually blocked me. DM me your EDA. What's EDA mean, Cherry? Does he want to make everyone pay to go on it? It's stupid, that, isn't it? What's EDA, Cherry? I won't be paying to be on it. Okay, Cherry, lovely. I'd love, like a Cherry, like you always make me giggle. So to have you distracting me whilst I'm doing my readings, it will always uplift me. Even when I'm like, Cherry, I'm only playing, I love it. I absolutely love it. I love the tongue-in-cheek humour. When you finally get TikTok back. My account on TikTok last night, it just hit over 3,000 followers on there. Literally last night, we got to the 3,000 mark. Sorry, Cherry. I thought EDA meant something. What are you doing? What are you doing, kitty? You turn it around. You're cute. Aren't you cute? Okay, bugger off then, leave me alone. I know that's funny. I feel attacked that you point so out. You know what's funny, Cherry? Because I'm dyslexic, right? So I thought I was just reading it wrong. So, you know, I write all my comments wrong when I'm in the chat typing to anyone. Especially these nails, I can barely type with these nails as well. I'm like pressing the wrong buttons and shit. People are in the chat saying, you know, what do you mean, Keela? And I'm like, well, I'm trying to say this, but it says this. I do, Cherry. I show it all the time. You know, I show me white one and my black one. I do. And TikTok love seeing it as well. Hey, Swishty, darling. The readings have just closed. We're just having a little bit of a bit of a chin wag as we wind down at the end of the stream. And I was just saying to everyone to follow me on the TikTok as well, because I do free readings on there as well, darling. It's the same name, Keeley Talks. It's the account with 3,000 followers on there. You'll see me, and you know, it's more chance to get a free reading. Well, subscribe here, hit the notification bell, and then go to TikTok and hit the follow button on there as well. We will shamelessly plug all my platforms on my own platform, won't we? I tell everyone on TikTok to come here as well, but I mean, mods did. You know what I mean? I give them that. My TikTok mods coming in tonight. I don't know if you guys are still there, but I appreciate you guys for coming in, because I know it's a totally different arena basically to what you guys are used to. But coming in and saying hello, you know, they didn't have to do that. You're gonna start me one of the well, I don't want a ton of shit though, Cherry. You can keep the ton of shit. Cherry can keep the ton of shit. I don't want it. You can have it. You know, right? There's all on TikTok. There's all this drama going on at the moment, right? There's a girl in the agent. Well, she was in the agency, and her account on TikTok, she's called Joker Fanic Queen, like but spelled TH. Joker than it, or Fanny, I don't know what you call it, Queen, and she I tell Cherry everything. But she can keep the ton of shit. I don't want it. She can have it. But anyway, this girl, she was constantly live on TikTok, and she was doing like 300 hours a month. And at first, the agency was bigging her up, and the agency's owned by this guy called Jack. Guys, we're going to turn the camera off because we're having a chin wag for 10 minutes. You can chill with us whilst I tell you all the drama on TikTok or not. It's up to you. But anyway, this girl, she was on live for like 300 hours a month, and she was being bigged up, you know, as like putting the most effort in and everything. And then all of a sudden, she started being obsessed with the owner of the agency. He's called Jack. And she started, this Jack, he's a lovely guy. He's got a baby. I think the baby's a few months old. And he's got a missus, and he's very settled down. This is owning this agency, obviously it's his business. Anyway, she started becoming really obsessed with him, and she started telling people on live that he came into her room as a ghost and made her pregnant, and that she was carrying his baby. I know, Cherry, you know what, right? It's like my guilty pleasure, the TikTok drama. I don't want to be in any of it. I'm too placid for it, but I love watching it. But anyway, this girl, she became really obsessed with the actual owner of my agency that I'm in. Like I said, everyone don't know what an agency is. It basically protects live creators' accounts, because you constantly get reported on there for daft things. She started telling people that she loved him, that he loved her, and then she started, I can't even repeat it because YouTube won't like what it is, what she said. She said that she was gonna, the child would get yeeted out of a car window, basically. Let's just say it like that. You know, and all this horrible stuff. And I was laughing until it came to that point. As a mum, you don't mention kid ever. You don't. Do you know what I mean? At that point, a lot of mums got mad about it, as you would, because, you know, it's no joking matter. It was a joke till then. Like at first, because like I said, Jack, he was going on. He has a TikTok account himself, and he would go live, and he was telling us about it. In the background, he had in, "Why are you so obsessed with me playing Mariah Carey?" But it's got a bit more serious now. She started threatening other big TikTok creators within the agency. She's been kicked out of the agency now, but at the end of this month, next week, the biggest creators that have done well have been invited to go to London to the TikTok headquarters, which is a big deal. It's like a big reward, you know, for doing well. And she was supposed to have gone to that, and she said that she's still going to turn up because she wants to see Jack. But yeah, all the drama's been happening, and I'm just glad I'm not in it. I'm now drinking pina colada. I don't know how I feel about it. I love pina colada. I also love having instead of pineapple, I love having mango. Shouldn't they not, Cherry? It's like that, you remember that documentary on, I don't know if you watched it or not, but it was pretty fucking messed up. That documentary on Netflix called Don't Fuck With Cats. Do you know what I mean? It's like when you don't mess with animals. When it comes to kids or animals or vulnerable people, whether they're old or disabled, you know, it's like a big no-go area. Once you bring one of them subjects into it, then, you know, you're going to anger a lot of people very quickly. It's not even a joke. She also pinched an NHS nurse uniform, and she keeps like going on live and with like a bikini on with the NHS uniform like zipped down and shit, and it's like, what the hell, man? Do you know what I mean? It's so disrespectful to all them women and men who trained for years to be nurses, to help people. So yeah, we have all the drama on the TikToks, and it's like my guilty little pleasure to watch it all, to be honest. You know, and this creator called Miss Red, whom I love. Miss Red, she's actually my TikTok manager, but what she does is she has a show each day at 10 o'clock in the morning called what does she call it? On TikTok, you have a page called the FYP page, and it's what comes up on your page, like the algorithm. And on her page, she gets all like the big drama creators, you know, that's going on with all the drama. So she calls her show the FYP news show, FYP news show, and she does that at 10 o'clock every morning. And it's like Jeremy Kyle, and it's fucking hilarious. She she tells us all the gossip that's been going on the TikToks, and then people come in and get their opinion, and there's always arguing and people going back and forward, and it's like car crash viewing. Not her, like she's good at what she does, but the people who come in sometimes like proper car wrecks, you know. But it is good watching. If you do like watching Jeremy Kyle type stuff, it is funny to watch. Why has the rum gone? Because Cherry drank it. I think you'd enjoy watching that though, Cherry. Obviously, you know, just to watch and just have a giggle. I don't know if you're up at 10 at morning. I don't know what your routine's like. Everyone's routine's different, innit? But when you do get your TikTok back, type in Miss Red Official. She's got like a hell of a lot of followers, like over 100k or something, or nearly 100k. This show she does 10 o'clock in the morning. It's really good. You know, Cherry, you know, like your little emoji there's got black hair. For some reason, I always thought that you had like red hair. I think it's because you always had the actual picture of the cherries on your profile picture. It always, in me unlook head, because I never physically seen you, I imagined you with like bright red hair. You know, like when I used to have my bright pink hair and then I went blue and purple and that. I always imagined you with red hair. I did. I don't mean like ginger red. I mean like bright Rihanna red hair. When Rihanna went through a red phase. You know, like when your mind imagines. Yeah, Kirsty forgot to hide the room. She did. But there's been all sorts of dramas going on the TikTok. Another drama that's been going on at the minute. My issues, if I like someone, I go off on their haters and get in trouble a lot. Good night, Kay, darling. We're just having a little wind down gab and a gossip and all that. Yeah, another thing that's been going on at the minute. There's this creator on there called Momma. She's a trans woman, and she was in a relationship with this fella called Papa Dean, and they've had a very public breakup on the TikToks. Like, I could never, if me and Gary ever broke up, which I hope never happens, I would never be like coming on here and gossiping about him. Do you know what I mean? I would just wish him well. I'll just tell you guys that, you know, it's not worked out and just wish him well. That's what I would do. I wouldn't publicly start slating him, making videos about him and shit, because it's just weird as fuck. Did you dye it red? Is it red now, Cherry? Or did it used to be red? You've never shown me what you look like, Cherry. I've always wanted to have a gab with you, Cherry love. I've always wanted to just have a good natter with you. Like, even if it's just me and you on the backstage, right? Nobody can else come in. And just have a girly chat. If you're ever up for it, Cherry love. No, you never showed me, Cherry. You haven't. So I made up my own image of you in my mind, I did. See, they don't call me psychic for nothing, do they not, Cherry? Yeah, she just had the red lip with the cherries, didn't she? But isn't it mad, isn't it? Funny that when your mind does that. Like, in my head, I just thought she had red hair. And then when she had the little emoji with the black hair, I don't think you can actually change it to red. But I was like, in my head, I thought she had red hair. Okay. Are you down tonight, Cherry? Do you want me to send you the link in the chat? Or I can send it you on the Twitters so nobody else can see it. Let me know, Cherry, love. Because, you know, like I said, I've always wanted to have a little girly gap with you. Right, okay, love. Give me a minute. Guys, I might pause. I don't know. I'm just going to go over to X and send this link to Cherry. Why was I muted? Don't know why I was muted. Right, Cherry, I've sent it you, love. I'll end the stream, Cherry, and then come in the backstage, love. And that sounds a bit rude, but I didn't mean to sound rude. You can't say anything anyway because you've put I'll come up. So you can't say anything bad about me. What I'm saying. Cherry, let me know when you've got the link, lovely. Because we're just chilling for a minute. Yes, we are. We've got 6 people who are just hanging around listening to me ramble on about TikTok drama. Cherry, did you get it? Let me know. Just waiting for Cherry to let me know. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you all again for coming in. Everyone who has commented, liked the stream, subscribed, contribute towards the live in any type of way, whether it's a like, a comment, a share, whatever you've done. Thank you all. Thank you all, my moderators. If you've had to do any work and explain things or hide any comments, I appreciate all you guys. And we'll say ta for now. Cherry, I'll be backstage waiting for you, darling. Ta for now, my loves.